wrestling fans. My name is Brian Crazy. You're watching my brand, the F5's brand of wrestling and entertainment here on YouTube.com and the World Wide Web. Since 2010, providing you with the wrestling news, reviews, rumors, and insight that you've grown accustomed to. And you saw the title of this video. I am back with my quick review and results for Monday Night Raw, the January 28th edition of it. It was a pretty good night on Raw. A lot of things happened. There was a bunch of great matches, but pretty much everything in the night was overshadowed by the segments involving CM Punk, The Rock, John Cena, and at the end of the night, Paul Heyman with a surprise return. You saw the title of this video. Yes, Brock Lesnar made his return to the WWE after a 4 or 5 month hiatus on SummerSlam since he announced that he was quitting WWE after the match with Triple H. So we start off the night with CM Punk. He comes out. He's extremely upset about losing the title last night. He's claiming that he was screwed. He says this is going to be one of the most infamous events in WWE history. This is going to go down with the Montreal Screwjob. It's the Phoenix Screwjob. And then out comes Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon says later in the night, Paul Heyman is going to have a job evaluation. At this point in time, I kind of started thinking, there's a possibility Lesnar is going to come back tonight. We're on the road to WrestleMania. Lesnar needs to get back, get the program started. There's a lot of rumors that he will be squaring off against Triple H in a rematch of their SummerSlam main event. So I'm really curious how all this was going to come into play, how all this was going to, get its start. So we find out later in the night we are going to have this evaluation. Then we go to John Cena. John Cena comes out, he wrestles a quick match, and then he makes a huge announcement. Cena announces that he will face the current WWE Champion, The Rock, at WrestleMania 29. Now, of course, all wrestling fans already knew that this was going to happen. This has been the rumored match since last July, since The Rock made the announcement that he was going to go for the WWE title at the Royal Rumble. It has been speculated that John Cena would win the Rumble or somehow become the #1 contender, and we would end up seeing Rock versus Cena 2 at WrestleMania. Now, I have no real issue with this match. I know a whole bunch of people do. They are so stuck up on that WWE promoted this as once in a lifetime. Well, guess what? This is life and things change. And it's changed, and we're getting Rock versus Cena 2. It's time for Rock to finally pass the torch to Cena. Yes, Cena has had the torch passed to him by the likes of Triple H, HBK, but now it's time for The Rock, one of the greatest superstars in the history of professional wrestling, to pass the torch to John Cena. The Rock has defeated the likes of Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Stone Cold Steve Austin had the torch passed to him, and now it's time for The Rock to pass the torch to Cena. That's how things in the wrestling business work. So we find out John Cena is going to go for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 29. Then we have The Rock come out. He cuts an epic promo. I mean, another phenomenal promo celebrating his WWE title win. And then we go to the main segment of the night, what would be in the main event, the final segment of the night. Vince McMahon comes out. He calls out Paul Heyman to do his job evaluation. And just as Vince McMahon is about to say to Paul Heyman that he's fired, this is after he shows a video clip that was taken after a conversation that Paul Heyman had with Brad Maddox, basically confirming that he did pay Maddox off, and then confirming that he paid the Shield off. And then you saw that Paul Heyman actually had the Shield beat down Brad Maddox because Maddox kept bothering CM Punk and Paul Heyman, I guess, for additional money after he was paid off to do the attack at Hell in a Cell and screw over Ryback and ensure that CM Punk retained the title at that event. So basically with this video clip, it was the smoking gun. It basically confirmed everything that we've speculated for the last few months, that Paul Heyman, CM Punk, The Shield, and Brad Maddox have all been in collusion with one another. And right as Vince McMahon is about to announce that Paul Heyman is fired, the music hits. Out comes Brock Lesnar. He kind of scopes out the situation. He comes down to the ringside area. He walks around the ring. He eventually gets into the ring. He kind of takes Brother Paul and puts him over in the corner, fixes his suit up real nice for him. He goes over to McMahon and gets right in his face. McMahon says, don't do something that you're going to regret. Brock Lesnar doesn't have regrets. Brock Lesnar just does what he wants to do when he wants to do it. And he grabs up McMahon and delivers an F5. It wasn't as thunderous of an F5 as he delivered when he first returned and attacked John Cena, but of course the chairman of the board is in his 60s, and, he can't take a bump like that. But you got to give credit. A man in his 60s is still willing to take a bump for this company, for us, the wrestling fans. I mean, Jesus Christ. When can we give credit when credit is due? I mean, wrestling fans in the IWC and the YWC have just become so fickle and so negative that they can't even enjoy the product anymore. They can't give recognition where recognition is due, where credit is due. I mean, we have superstars going out there, putting their neck on the line for us, the wrestling fans, putting their bodies, their livelihoods on the line. It could end any minute, and that's the risk they take, not only to make a good paycheck. Yes, they are compensated for what they do. Do you go to work not to be compensated? But they do this to entertain us, the wrestling fans. Now, guys, I thought Monday Night Raw was phenomenal. The return of Brock Lesnar, and now we know that Paul Heyman not only has Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, The Shield, and possibly Brad Maddox all under his belt, all under his control. What's going to happen next week? Are we going to see the return of Triple H? Is Triple H going to come back to defend his father-in-law? Is this going to set up the WrestleMania 29 co-main event with Brock Lesnar and Triple H? I can't wait to see what happens. I want to know your guys' thoughts. I want to know your guys' feedback. You've heard enough from me. Now it's up to you guys to drop your thoughts below. I thank you guys, my fans and subscribers. I thank you for watching this video, and I thank you for continuing to watch these videos, leaving your thoughts, leaving your likes, your dislikes, whatever they may be. You add to this process, and without you, I would be a guy just talking to a camera. For the F5's brand of wrestling and entertainment here on YouTube.com and the World Wide Web, my name is Brian Crazy. I'll catch you later.